All right, what's up? What's up? On today's episode of the hashtag Blackout podcast, we talk about the Astroworld controversy. We may get into a little bit of Island Boys, who knows? But we also will definitely talk about how the gym is a fake thirst trap. All this, barbecue, and more on today's episode of the hashtag Blackout podcast. Pew, 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 pew. What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back and welcome back again to episode 201 of the hashtag Blackout podcast. I'm Jared.
What up, people? I'm Jay.
And we're backing at it again. Jay, what's up, cousin?
Yes,
how's your life been the past couple of weeks?
Working. That's about it. Can't really nothing more. Not exciting. Just school for kids, work for parents. That's it. Nothing new under the sun. That's about it, man. Trying to hit this deadline. Well, missed the deadline I set for myself at this for this freelance project I had, and it's not my fault. It's just the people I'm working with. They not getting their stuff together, so it's throwing my deadlines off. So, that's how it is. That's how life is, man.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sure other people out there can understand.
I accidentally fell out of the stream for the first 30 seconds of what you were saying, but I know what you're talking about. You're working through it all, and you're doing project, right?
Yeah. Yes, trying to work on this project for some people's. I guess I could pretty much say it's kind of like product rendering type stuff for Black Friday product.
Yeah.
That's gonna be going on sale that day, but if they not getting their stuff together, I can't get my stuff together. So
that is true. That makes sense.
It's on them. So
100% makes sense, man. Yeah, well, hopefully they get their act together, so y'all will be able to do your thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's cool. I get paid good money for under 30 hours of work. So yeah, I get paid some fairly decent money, but it's all how you set up yourself and how you set up your pricing. But
that's true.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, you do your thing. You make sure your work is done, and you just sit there and side eye them while they're sitting there trying to scramble.
As long as I get paid, as long as I get paid, right? I don't care. It's not my name on the product.
Yeah,
I just do the product renderings. So
yeah, true. That's cool. Well, man, my last couple weeks has been pretty good, pretty wild, very busy. My legs is tired. Yeah, so right, my feet are tired, but my feet are strong. Yeah, we let's see here. Just a couple of weeks ago, I went or I guess last weekend, I went down to southern Utah to St. George, and then competed in a barbecue competition with my brother. Cool. My brother and his wife drove up. Shout out to Jordan and Rachel. They drove up from Los Angeles area, and just to hang out, cook, and learn. And it was, let's see, it's St. George is 4 hours from my house. It's 6 hours from their house. Las Vegas is 6 hours from my house, but it's 4 hours from their house. Yeah. So basically, one of those two cities is like the meet in the middle place. And even though they do have, 2-3 competitions in Las Vegas every year, I'm going to have to try to make one of the ones or a couple of ones next year. This one was the last one of the season. So I was like, yeah, we're going to go down, and we competed in ribs, chicken. We competed in ribs, chicken, and burger. Burger was like a ancillary side category. And I'm showing the video where we were doing our chicken. We signed up for burger last minute because we were really going down to do the barbecuing, but I was like, we might as well do a burger thing. And yeah, man, this video right here is actually us dipping the chicken in the barbecue sauce, which they came back and said was too sweet. So I don't know, competition. right? Competition barbecue is supposed to be. It's supposed to be or competition barbecue. The chicken and pork and ribs are supposed to be sweeter, and this is stuff that you would never normally make at home, right? Just because it's too much sugar, too much honey, something like that, too much butter. I don't know, but yeah, they said our chicken was too sweet. We didn't really place well in chicken. We didn't place well in ribs, but we did win the burger category, first place.
That's
So
cool.
that was pretty dope. But it's wild though. The chicken and rib scores between first and last place. The chicken, I believe, was about 3 to 4 points, and the ribs was like 5 points between first and last place. So that means everybody brought it that day. Everybody had good stuff, or that means everybody's stuff sucked so bad that everybody had a similar score. It was one of the two.
Wow.
But the scores for our hamburger were 13 points higher than the nearest
And
score.
there, that's cool.
So that means we basically blew them out.
That's
So
cool. That's
yeah,
very
man,
good.
it was dope. We actually conceptualized the burger basically the night before. We didn't fully practice the burger. We just had all the concepts in our head. We're like, if we pull this off, it's going to be delicious. If nothing
Some,
else,
sometimes you just gotta wing it, man. You
sometimes
know?
you got to wing it. That's true. And yeah, our burger killed it, man. And yeah, I just want to shout out to these companies that I have on the screen here because they helped us get that dub. Um,
Mm,
the El Chingon Glazes. El Chingon is a company out of Houston. I guess I guess the barbecue restaurant in Houston that uses hooks rubs in their recipes. They also use it when they go to compete. Well, El Chingon is one of their friends, and they use their glazes,
hmm
in competition as well. AMP Products, AMP, AMP Products, they also from Houston also compete, and that company also uses them. So I tasted some of their stuff before, so I basically connected with those guys, and we exchanged some product. I think I bought some of them. We exchanged something like that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so big ups to them. Mijo's Barbecue down in Livingston, Texas. Y'all got to really go check it out.
Mijos. Yes.
Charcoal companies: Rockwood, Royal Oak, B&B Charcoal, Thermalworks as always, and then Old Smoky Grills on top of the hook shrub, of course. But Old Smoky Grills helped me with my chicken, and I thought the chicken was good. So you know what, whatever. And I thought our ribs were like insanely good. But hey, one person said nice, and the other person was like too tough on the ribs. So I'm like, you can't win. You can't win.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's
but hey,
always next time.
exactly. There is
Everything's a
always
learning
next time.
process.
That is true. That is true. And speaking of, um, one of my barbecue buddy who lives on the street behind me actually said that he wants to start like professionally competing next year. Now, professionally competing means buying expensive meat. Professionally competing means, you're like throwing your money in there. This is for the big boys, and we're traveling to places because I think there's only one uh, like pro competition in Utah, and it's in Southern
Hmm
Utah every year. Normally, you'd have to go to like I don't know, any of the states that surround here, pretty much: Arizona, Nevada, California, Idaho, uh, Colorado, or Wyoming, to hit a couple of those. So yeah, so that's what we have in the plans. We haven't quite squared it all out yet, squared it all the way yet, but that may be happening. But after doing the burger thing, I really enjoyed it. It was crazy, man. Um, the best part was, being able to do that with my brother, and uh, it was just a really good time. Just to hang out for a few days and really, I believe that we represented Texas really well because we won the only beef category. So, so I was like, you know
Okay.
what,
Yeah, the
if
burger.
if if nothing else, we hit it on burger, and it was crazy because there was there's a guy there from Houston who lived in Utah for about, I don't know, 30 years. almost 30 years, or yeah, about 30 years. And then there's another guy from like Idaho who's from San Antonio, and this dude pulled down with this barbecue trailer that's $20,000. It was so pretty, man. Um,
Wow.
anyway, the people from the state of Texas represented pretty really well because that dude who came from Idaho, I think he got third overall because he placed really well in ribs and chicken, um, and maybe even burger. I can't remember, but he has like a restaurant, so and a food truck. So like it's what he does on the normal. Um, and uh, and then the guy from Houston, I think he placed like fifth overall or something like that. So those H Town people or Texas people really represented. So yeah, so that was last weekend, right? And then came back Sunday. 2 days later, 2 days later, what is it? I went to a ladies' night at one of the stores that I sell at here, and they had
Trying
some
to
of their
pick up on them
vendors.
cougars.
Not really, not even close. Even though they had a lot out there, cougars, panthers, and whatever else, kitty cats, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, yeah, it was cool. I was there. They invite their vendors out. They invite some of the local businesses out to basically, give away product or give away food. You know, all in the name of basically like connecting with the community. And I believe it's a free event. For people to sign up for. So it's cool. So I got paid to go out there because I'm selling seasoning to those, to the company. So that was
Nice.
good. We gave away. We had people enter for an opportunity to win a really like a $300 cooler and also or a tabletop fire pit um, that like plays music. And yeah, so it's basically $1 entry per ticket.
Mm.
And though each of those tickets or each of those dollars went to the fundraiser called No Kid Hungry that I've been doing, with Hook Shrub for the last month plus, and we raised $236
Okay.
to go on top of the goal that we had already hit 500. So now we're at 736, which is really dope. In just basically over a month's time. Um, and not really heavy promoting. So I was really happy about that. And they had me scheduled to go back again to one of their other locations this week coming up on Thursday for another ladies' night. So it's another little town up there. But yeah, man, there are about 400 ladies at the first one. So we'll see what we get for the next one. If it's
Cool.
not raining, it'll be insane. So
Yeah, you can dangle your meat in front of them and
yes, yes,
see what
I
they
was.
pay you for it.
We're slanging beef. We're slanging beef, and we're slanging some turkey chunks. Um, I'm gonna tell you what, man. There's this thing out there called sweetheart turkey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sweetheart turkey breast. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but
Nope.
instead of getting a full turkey, y'all need to try the sweetheart turkey breast. It is basically an oversized turkey breast, about the size of a I don't know 10-pound turkey, and it is already it's normally already pre-injected with like natural, I don't know, like flavor or whatever. But when you cook it, when you cook it and eat it, you can smoke it, you can put it in the oven, whatever, grill it. But when you cook it and eat it, man, it is so delicious. So we had that sweetheart turkey breast. We had a butter smoking sweetness, like glazed crust on top. It was so good. I can't recommend sweetheart turkey breast more. I don't know. In Texas, y'all may be able to find it at like a HEB style store, Central Market. You probably actually, you know what? Nah, you can find it at like probably be able to find it at like Kroger, places like that.
Okay.
It's very very good. Sweetheart turkey breast. So yeah, man, did that and then just been grinding back at work. So yeah, so
Cool.
it's been a good busy couple weeks. We'll say
Yeah.
it like that.
Sounds like a busy couple weeks.
My son had a couple basketball games. He's out there like, dropping dimes, playing a little young Gary Payton, stealing the
Okay.
ball from everybody, a little young glove, scoring a few points a game. So it's
A lot
good,
of
man.
trash talking too.
Yeah, some trash talking. Yeah, he told his kid yesterday in the game. Because
He
this kid, this kid,
trash.
this kid kept trying to shoot threes, and he was like, airball and missing. And the same kid was like airballing when he went to the free throw line. So Jackson, when I don't know, later in the second half, Jackson was like, "Hey, kid, stop shooting threes. Just drive." Come on, drive.
Is it on his team or on the other team?
No, the kid on the other team.
Oh,
But Jackson's like, you know what? I wasn't trying to talk trash. I was trying to help the kid because he kept missing those shots. He's like, I was just like, hey, why don't you just drive? He's like, I was trying to help him. The kid looked at him crazy. So he probably thought Jackson was talking trash. So I don't know. Jackson was like being nice, but talking trash being
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So
That's a bad feeling when you airball in a game.
I mean, not only
They,
airball once, but airballing like over and over and over.
I'm gonna tell you something. Back in ninth grade, had a away game.
Mhm.
My I got fast break, stole the ball, fast break down the line,
Uh-huh.
pull up for the jumper,
Mhm.
bam, just hit the backboard and fall right there down. I'm like,
What?
oh my god,
You just hit the backboard,
that's
not
it.
even.
No rim, no nothing,
Wow. Wow.
no nothing. I talk about felt bad, man. That still
Fast
like
break
kind of
jumper.
haunts me to this day.
Yeah.
And my teammates just look at me and was like, whoa, okay, uh, all right,
Wow. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, man. That's wild.
It's a bad feeling.
I haven't had as good of an experience playing basketball myself. I was not the best basketballer. I was a much better footballer and baseballer. Even though I did play some basketball. At that age, I never played for school. I just played for like all the rec leagues and stuff like that. So yeah, I was a defensive specialist. I couldn't really. I could shoot like the occasional like elbow three, but most of the time it was a bad brick. Off the top of the backboard, not even like close. And I could shoot anywhere within 5 feet, and I was good free throw shooting, but like my jumper was totally broken. So yes, I don't have any. I do have like a couple of stories like that, but most of them ended in shame or a pass because I
Yeah,
wasn't going to make it anyway.
that was my only bad experience
Yeah,
with
that's good.
that.
But no,
Yeah,
if somebody came in the lane, I was that enforcer. I was like the '90s Knicks on
mm-hmm.
defense. I would just block everything and show and tell you why to never come back in the lane again.
The thing I was scared of was taking a charge. I hated
Mm-hmm.
taking a charge because
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
feel like
okay.
falling. And then of course you got to fall just perfect for them to call charge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the one thing I did not like doing. So
Yeah,
sometimes I just be like, move to the side, and my coach was all, "What's with this old late shit? Stop doing this
yeah.
old late shit. Just take the
Olay.
charge."
Oh yeah, letting
Yeah,
them pass by.
yeah, like ole. So yeah,
Wow,
young,
that's
just
funny.
young. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. I wasn't planning on going to the NBA anyway, so just something to do,
Yeah, well,
pass the time. You know?
it's good. I mean, hey, it's fun. It's entertaining. It helps you with your fitness. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Keeps your body moving.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. All right. I was telling my wife that yesterday, day before yesterday. It's like we were basketball team had to practice with the football team in the summertime just for conditioning purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one you already know, like Southern Louisiana, Texas heat.
Oh man, it's hot.
The humidity alone will kill you, especially in the summertime. It was probably like 90% humidity that day, damn near 100 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing all sorts of drills. And at the end of the practice, I ran straight to the goal post. Blah! Just threw
What?
up
Oh, it threw
everything.
up.
Yeah, all over my shirt, on my hands. And they're like, all right, come in for what they call it? Put your hands in the middle so we all say team or whatever. So I was just like, ugh, and I had
Uh,
like throw up, vomit all over my shirt and on my hand. I'm like, okay, right on top. 1 through teamwork.
Everybody
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at you like get away from me. You throw up, smelling child.
Luckily they didn't do that, but still, it was one of them moments
Yeah, that's funny,
full
man.
of puke. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good
that's
old days.
yeah, good old days, huh? That's funny. Thankfully, I never threw up from any of the running, anything like that. I never threw up back
Bruh,
then.
it
But
was
yeah, I definitely saw the people. heaving and dry heaving and all that stuff. It was nasty. That's wild, man. Well,
It's fun
dang,
times.
crazy. It is fun
Fun
times. It
time.
is fun times, and it's fun to see your kids do those fun things like playing the sports that you played, or my daughter does dance. So watching her do that, and then I know your kids do karate. Um,
Hmm.
out there knocking people heads.
Yeah, they're a little scared. They backed out of the tournament, so I'm like,
Did they? Oh,
yeah, they backed out, man. And the thing is, it's like part of me wants to force them to do it because,
y'all paid for it.
well, we didn't pay for the tournament. We paid for
Hmm.
lessons, so they do lessons. They do fine. They just got their stepped up to their yellow belt,
Hmm.
so they got that. But I want them to be able to know what it's like to be in competition.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah.
I think they're just scared. We're gonna go check it out just so they could have an idea what to expect
Hmm.
because it's not bad. They think it's like no holds bar, blood
Oh
sport,
yeah. They
fight
think
to the
they
death.
they think somebody gonna die.
Pretty
Gonna be
much,
bloody.
yeah. They think somebody's gonna die,
Yeah.
But I assure them it ain't nothing like that,
Yeah.
especially at their age. Ain't nobody kicking holes through walls at their age and their belt level.
Hmm.
Ain't
Yeah.
gonna happen. So just get in there, do
Yeah.
your best, and be done with it. If you win,
Yeah.
you win.
Yeah.
If you don't, you don't. You live to fight another day.
Yeah. When is the competition?
December 4th, so like three
Oh, they
weeks.
still got
One,
time.
two,
Still got
one,
time
two,
to
three.
join that.
Yeah, 3 weeks. They still got time, but training has already started at their dojo. So
Facilities. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's yeah. Hopefully they do get into that, man, just so they can learn and see, and then be like, oh, it's not that bad. Or they'll see it and they'll be like, dang, I want to ever do that again. So at least they'd have an
yeah.
opportunity to see it. So hopefully they do that. Wow. All right. Well, man. Yeah. From talking about making sure your fitness is up by doing anything just to do it, to
Hmm.
this, I believe the gym is a fake thirst trap. And let me tell
Fake
you
one
why.
or a real one?
It's a fake, it's a real and a fake thirst trap. And
Okay.
this is why. Because, just sitting there working out at the gym, riding on, walking on a treadmill, or riding a bike, whatever. Um, there's females there with these Spanx or whatever kind of pants they have on and the shirts that are
Hmm.
tight. But then they have guys walking around too, just the same, with like extra tight shirts or like really baggy, we call them
Yeah, a
like
little
tank
cut
top
off.
shirts,
Yeah.
and, showing all like the side of they like man boobs and stuff like that. Um, Muscle bound, only work out the top half and the bottom half look like twigs. Uh, it's definitely a thirst trap. And walking around at the gym or working out, just like people watching, because I just like the people watch. I think it's fascinating. Um, you'll see the people who like go and they'll like pick up like a couple 10-pound weights, or they'll have it just like light on the bench press, and they'll hit it like bam, bam. They'll do two, then they'll rack it. They'll sit down and they're like, oh, and like slowly move and stretch. You know what I'm trying to say? And they like stretch down and show the booty or whatever. And they'll pick up their phone, look at it. They'll like do their phone for like 10 minutes
Take a picture.
between sets, right? 10 minutes between sets doing their phone. Then they go back and they do another like 1, 2. Oh wow, okay. And but like looking at them physically, they're like yoked. I'm trying to say they're like big, muscle bound, or cut, shapely, but they do like a rep or two, and then they're like, oh, I need to stretch, I need to walk around, I need to go get some water, something like that. And I'm just like, y'all are just here to show off. And I mean that's what it is, I guess. I'm trying to say, like, there are people there that's really trying to do that. They're just they're
Yeah.
trying to catch a man, catch a woman,
Yeah.
thirst trap. But then if you look at them too long, or if they catch somebody looking at them too long, they look at them like, "Don't look at me, you're gross." You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm like,
Hmm.
you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
exactly what you're doing.
I guess as long as you don't see nobody there with like a spray mist bottle spraying himself down, and then taking a
Oh,
picture, and then you see online, I just had a hard workout. Get fit,
yeah,
get fit 2021.
yeah,
New
yeah, exactly.
new year, new me.
Same year, same me. No, um, no, man, it just gets really funny to see some of that because they're walking around. I don't know, like if you imagine all the kids that you went to like, grade school with that were like the I don't know, they were just like the jocks that sort of walk pigeon toed and stuff like that all the time. It seemed like everybody walked like that. After they do like after they hit like one set, they're like, bam, and they put it down, they get up, and they're like, ah, and they walk around, they're like, you know, like that. That was a good set,
Mm,
and it's just
hmm
like, man, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't know. I've never gotten that. Like it's always seemed silly to me. But you also know that. I mean, I don't know the thing when you look at the physique of a person, right, of a man or woman.
hmm
Most of the time, you can assume a couple of things of what this physique looked like if they had on different clothes, or maybe if they had like their shirt off or something, no clothes, whatever. Like a dude, if he's sitting up there ripped and yoked, you're like, yeah, he's probably like a well cut man. You know what I'm trying to say? A woman, on the other hand, if she has on like the Spanx or like the jean or the gym, what do they call them? Like the gym pants or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know because it could look good in pants, fellas out there like J Del Negro and Nigel, who out there still, trying to catch the one. Um, it could look good in pants, in gym pants, but you know when the pants come off, it could all fall apart.
True. True that.
You never know. You
That
never
that
know.
could be said about some men too. I watched
Oh
this.
yeah.
I saw this on YouTube sometime a while ago. It was like this guy who was trying to lose a lot of weight. He was really obese at one point, and he got
Mm-hmm.
himself together. He started losing weight,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course his stomach. He started losing all the stomach fat, but then all the skin just started really hanging everywhere. But
Oh
he's
no.
like, you could tell he's super cut now
Oh yeah,
because he
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
lifting a whole lot and he just didn't have the surgery to remove all the extra skin. So he'd have to tuck his extra skin inside his shorts and his pants,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to make it look like
Seen that.
everything is, all compact
Yeah,
and he's shredded. But he pulled off his shirt and showed his progress, and it was like just skin hanging
hanging
everywhere,
everywhere.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, is that one of the did you know if he eventually had to get like surgery to get that removed?
I don't know. I think in that interview he said he was considering it or he was thinking
Mm-hmm.
about it, but at that point I hadn't followed up to see if he did it or not.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully, I don't know, man. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those as well. Where they've I don't know, they've lost a ton of weight,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it just looks bad under there. But really, their body's in a transition, and it doesn't have anything to do with all that extra weight. So I mean, all the extra skin, because they'd already expanded all their skin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, so I know that there's those things out there that are like the belly tightener, like bands that you could wear, belly bands or something like that. You could wear them like completely around body parts and stuff
Kind of
like
like a
that.
corset.
Yeah, yeah, to keep it sucked
Corset.
in, which is all well and good, when you see somebody, but dressed up. But if you get to the undressed situation, then it's all like, wow, now the lights are really on. Now I
Mm.
know what I'm getting myself into. And yeah, so just beware. I saw a commercial yesterday. I can't remember what it was. I saw this commercial yesterday. It was like, man, these shirts are really amazing. Because I started out looking like this, and it was a dude. He was like, I started out looking like this, and he was sitting there, and like all his fat and everything was just hanging
Oh
out. And it's like, after I put the shirt on, I look like this. Ding. And then the next picture is him just like looking like sort of like really like,
yeah, I know what
shaped.
you're talking about. I
So
saw
I
that
was like,
commercial.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Thirst trap / what do you call that? I can't remember the word I was trying to say, but false advertisement. So
Well,
the shirt is not false advertisement
the
because it
shirt
holds
is not.
everything together.
I It's
the person.
the perception of the person, what the person looks like. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
But the shirt,
Perception of the person.
I bought some shirts similar to that from Walmart. I didn't know they were like
Mhm.
that, but
Oh,
I could tell a difference.
you trying to hold it tight, huh?
No, not
Be
really.
out
I
there in
didn't
them
even know. I'm
streets.
just trying to get some T-shirts.
Yeah,
There's like Fruit of the Loom, and then there's these other ones from Walmart called, I think it's George. I guess the
yeah. That's their
whatever it is.
Walmart brand. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever Walmart brand it is. And I could tell a big difference between the two. Like just as far as quality of shirts and how it fits
Hmm.
versus the Fruit of the Loom, they're just there. Even though they're
Yeah.
both cotton, I think the weaving and intertwining of the cotton strands are completely different to make it appear different on you. So
Yeah.
I hear you. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't. I don't know, man. It's just it's always funny to see stuff like that. You know, what I'm trying to say like
Mm-hmm.
it's always funny. And just I'm such a people watcher. You know, going to places like that and just like sitting there and just like shaking my head. You know, mentally when I see stuff like that, I'm just like, that's not real. There's something not real. But then again, there's a lot of people and a lot of those scenarios that it is very real, and
Mm-hmm.
that is what they look like. So
It
it's good.
is
So
what it is.
you know what? When you be out there in the gym, just be who you are. You know, what I'm trying to say, be who you are. Show off what you really need to show off, and be the genuine person and the genuine self that you're supposed to be. Speaking of genuine self, being who you were supposed to be, being who you're meant to be. I guess we just found out just before the show that we just both watched Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Shang-Chi. I can't pronounce Shang-Chi a
Shang-Chi.
couple days ago.
Yes, Shang-Chi.
So, yeah, man, I know it's a late review, if you want to call it a late review. But yeah, we just both watched this Marvel film. This is what phase 75. I don't know what phase they're in right now,
Phase
but
4.
phase 4. But yeah, man, this is really the first new character that's popped up since the Black Widow movie, which was their own a standalone that should have been happening a long time before. But really, the first new character that's popped up since, you know, what is it called? Endgame,
In game.
Infinity
Yeah.
War, whatever the heck it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. So yeah, so I mean, hey, I don't know. You could probably do a better breakdown of the synopsis of the movie than I can.
Wow. All right. Quick synopsis. So
Yeah, big
we
spoiler alert, by the way.
yeah,
Sorry.
super big spoiler alert. Whoever didn't see it, basically based around this character, we get introduced as Sean, who is living in San Francisco, and Sean is apparently living a basic life, living in a garage, doing car valet parking, things like that with his best friend. And it jumps into action quick. We see these people trying to get to him and take a pendant off of his neck,
Mhm.
and we don't know. And then, bam, he jumps into action and starts whipping people's asses unbeknownst to his
Like
best friend.
straight up.
Yeah, and then we get like lots of flashbacks to his past when he was a kid and his dad trying to rule the world, take over certain parts of China and things like
Mhm.
that. And dad meets mom. Mom's part of this other mystical village that he wants to take over,
Mhm.
and mom whips dad's ass and they fall in love, have young Sean, and they have a sister and or have a daughter as well, which he has a
Mhm.
sister. He goes looking for sister because he gets mysterious note in the mail.
Mhm.
Sister whips brother's ass. Uh, then all of a sudden they team up to try and defeat dad because dad is trying to go and take over this mystical village that the mom was
Mhm.
from. Brother
Yep.
and sister end up in the village, meet their aunt. Aunt gives them uh, armor that mom saved for them, and it's just one big action movie. Lots of cool stuff. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Um, you know, So yeah, I mean that's pretty much a quick synopsis, and then of course at
Mm-hmm.
the end we get spoilers as every other Marvel movie. Not spoilers, I'm sorry. End credit scenes
Mm-hmm.
as every other Marvel movie has.
Yeah.
So it's leading into oh I missed this part. So we get Doctor Strange. We get what's my man's name?
Wong.
Wong from
Yeah,
the
the
Doctor
homie
Strange
Wong.
movie.
Oh
The
yeah.
homie Wong from the Doctor Strange movie. And we get a glimpse of Abomination, which is kind of crazy. I was like, is that Abomination he's fighting? It
Oh,
was
that's who
about
he was fighting.
yeah. Yeah, so I
Wow.
had to look it up online. I was like, it looks like Abomination. So then I had to go back online, and people were like, yeah, that's Abomination because I remember the name. He called him Emil, and Emil was I forgot his last name, but that was Abomination's the
Mm,
actual guy that turned
there
into
it is.
Abomination. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, lots of mystical, magical beings and animals and things like that, which was pretty dope. Love the dragon,
Hmm.
Chinese dragon that lived underwater.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty dope.
it
Yeah.
was cool. It was a real good movie. I'm glad they got like uh, a lot of martial arts elements in this.
Hmm.
Glad they got an Asian focused uh, movie, more
Yeah.
Asian actors. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to. I would have loved to see like a Shang Chi and Iron Fist type collaboration.
Team
That
up.
that
Yeah.
yeah, team up. That would have been cool. But we
Yeah.
need a good Iron Fist first.
Maybe it'll come in the movies and there'll be a movie version of it. It'll be better than the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And that's all I was gonna say, man. It's good that you actually have a character or some characters here that know how to fight, that know the martial art,
Hmm.
discipline that they're doing, and that actually are pulling it off while also being, pretty quality acting.
Yeah.
So I was uh, I was happily surprised, man. We were trying to find a movie to watch, and they vetoed the first movie that I put up on Family Movie Night because I
Oh,
guess
what
everybody
was
else
it?
had seen it. It was an Enola Holmes.
Oh,
Uh,
Nola Holmes. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good
I
series.
don't think I saw it, but I think they saw it. They probably saw it without me when I was out of town or something like that one time.
I
So I
got
was
you.
like, all right. So yeah, so I was like, all right, and I was looking and looking and looking. I was like, you know what, man? Let's check on Marvel or let's check on Disney Plus and see what they got. And I was like, oh yeah, Shang-Chi, I forgot about that. So man, we watched it and everybody in the family loved it, man. And my kids had already sort of like made a comment that they were sort of tired of Marvel movies. So
Mm-hmm.
I was happy that we found one that was good. I think it was good because it was a new character. It was a whole new feel, but it was still action. It was still good fighting. All the things happened. It was good, man. It was really good. There was comedy in there. Even though who was it? The girlfriend or the friend that turned to girlfriend, right? Um,
Aquafina.
Aquafina, yeah.
Yeah.
They just did not like her voice at all. Jackson didn't like her voice. I was like, whatever, man. Because
Yeah.
Jackson's like, she doesn't sound Asian. I was like, well, how do
Wow.
you sound Asian, right?
That's
But I
funny.
mean, I can understand, when you see that because when you get to the beginning, or I guess he said they both didn't sound Asian. But when you get to it, like there's like some of the characters do have the accent. I'm trying to say,
Hmm.
whatever the Asian accent is, whatever country they're from. But they didn't. And my wife was like, well, they live in San Francisco. They're
Yeah.
American. I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. For
They just
real.
happen to be of Asian descent. So,
Yeah.
but her
Yeah.
voice was I don't know, to him, her voice was just annoying. But
Yeah.
I
It's
thought
got
she
that
played a good
raspy
character.
type
Mhm.
voice, man.
Yeah, I thought she played a good character. She was funny. She did
Yeah, I
good.
mean she's always pretty funny. Even back in the day when she was doing music, man, her
Hmm.
music videos were funny as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's cool. Yeah, they all did well. I was hoping that I can't remember. I don't know what the guy's name, but the guy who trained Shang,
hmm
um, the
yeah,
guy with
with
the
the
with the
mask.
mask. That was a
I
cool character. I don't
He
know,
was a cool character, but I did not expect his death to be like that.
so
I
whack.
thought Shang, yeah, that was so wow. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm waiting for this Shang Chi and this masked man to meet up at the end and fight,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
They
all of a
had they
sudden,
had to have a big fight.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. And all of a sudden, you get this creature just come grabs him and sucks his soul out, and I'm like, oh, that's how
I
he dies.
mean, if nothing else, maybe the sister could have fought him
Yes,
because
the
the
sister.
sister was like kicking Shang-Chi's butt.
Yeah.
She was destroying him. So I don't know, man. What was your favorite of all the fight scenes throughout the whole movie? Because there was a lot. There was a bus. There was him versus his father, him versus his sister, him flying on the dragon. There's an underwater dragon that was somehow
Yeah.
flying in the sky. You know,
Yeah.
there was Wong and Abomination. There's all kinds of fight scenes. What was your
Um.
favorite fight scene?
Hmm. I think the mother versus the dad when they first meet up in the
Okay.
forest.
Yeah. Okay.
That one. Then there was a fight scene when he was like a teenager fighting like I don't know 10 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Those two.
That's like that reminds me of like a Bruce Lee style scene right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That. Hmm. I can't. Out of those two, I think those two are at the top of my list.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the bus scene was pretty good. But I feel
Yeah.
like I've seen the bus scene so many times because they played it in the trailer. You know,
Yeah.
every time you see a trailer, you see a bus scene.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
trying to think. I would have to say the bus scene because I do remember seeing some trailers for it, but I didn't. I don't know. It didn't. I think I had almost forgotten about it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Hmm.
Because the movie came out, and I remember when it came out, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to check it out. But I have forgotten. There's too much stuff has happened since
Oh,
then.
and then I
So
think
the bus
the
scene
one
was good.
where Shang-Chi was fighting the guy in the mask inside the building.
Mm-hmm. That
Even
was a
though
good
that
one.
one didn't last that long, I thought that was a great fight scene as well.
Yeah, there was some good stuff there. Yeah. So the bus scene for me, yes. I did like the one with his dad and mom when they first met because I saw it and I was like, okay, A, this is like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's
Hmm.
A. B, I was like, they're about to fall in love. Like I just saw it happening. I knew that
Yeah.
was about to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
So you know, you just see from the look on their face. So I like both of those. I like the one when he was flying on the dragon. Like I don't know. It was just cool the way that he was.
Mm.
You know, I don't know. They did really good on animation in this one. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so I thought it was really good. You know, I thought it was really overall a really good movie. It's a good addition to the Marvel, you know, cinematic universe, and yeah, man, and really, you know, really excited to see, uh, you know, where they go next. I know Eternals came out next, and I know there's not really the same. Like it seems like people are hating on it,
Hmm.
or even before it even came out. I mean, shoot, even me, I was just like, why, you know? But I'm gonna see it. You know, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll eventually watch it. I don't know if I'll
So
go to theaters, but
nah, wait
yeah,
for
I mean, I
Disney
wanted to
Plus.
go to theaters to see Shang Chi, but
Mm-hmm.
at that time, I was still so paranoid of people.
Yeah,
Uh, you know,
yeah,
so,
yeah. I get you,
so
man. I
whatever.
get you. Yeah, you still got to watch out for crazy people, man. They're out there, especially with this, with the V out there right now. The COVID thing still,
Hmm.
but yeah, man, it was a good movie. I'm happy that it's out. Uh, you know, they made references to what happened in game
And Iron
and
Man
Infinity War and Iron Man.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was good. For that scene where he was fighting all the people and he was like a teenager or whatever, I really hope that he had like that Bruce Lee, like, you know, that Bruce Lee, like, come on,
A
you know what
little
I'm trying to say?
cockiness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad
I,
he didn't.
yeah, but he was, yeah, he was definitely like an innocent kid that was basically
Kind of forced to get in that life.
forced to get into that lifestyle. Um, yeah, it was good, man. It was good. So big ups to Marvel. You know, hopefully they do well next time. But yeah, it was funny when they went to the secret village. My son was like, "Are those Pokemon? All those characters look like Pokemon." Because it was the one with like the seven tails or something like that, the
Yeah, yeah,
little
yeah.
fox. He's like,
Hmm.
"All these are Pokemon." So he like, of course, pulled up, you know, his cards or pulled up like I don't know an image of some of those characters on his phone. And I was like, "See, that's a Pokemon." So or it looks like Pokemon, you know. So
Hmm.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was good. Um, yeah, man. Overall, good movie. Good
Yeah,
acting. You know, good new characters. So we'll see. Shang
yeah.
Chi and the Legend of the Ten
I want to know
Rings.
what the the credit scene when they walk through the portal with Wong and see Banner and not Doctor, Captain Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what how that's gonna tie in. Is that gonna be
Yeah.
with Doctor Strange? No, because they're saying
Doctor
it's like
Strange is done, huh?
it's done, but I'm just wondering if that particular scene like ties in somewhere into the Doctor Strange movie somehow.
I don't think so, because like, well, I don't know. I guess you really never know, because looking back, I don't remember from Doctor Strange. Hulk was not a part of that movie at all. Banner wasn't, and Marvel wasn't. I think it's future. It's got to be future. I think it's future. What was the other end credit? Didn't they have two?
Yeah, there was two.
What was the other one?
The other one was the sister
Oh
taking over
yeah,
the her dad's compound,
yeah,
and she's pretty
running the
much in
show.
charge. Yeah, running the show for something else, training a bunch of women because that's another theme in the movie that women aren't having the equal opportunities that the men have as far
Mm-hmm.
as like the training and the fighting. So
Yeah.
she had basically had to train herself and
Mm-hmm.
did it 10 times better than the guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now she's training an army of women and men to to fight. But before she had that other building that she was running this illegal like streaming what
I
do you
thought
call
that
it,
was pretty
dark
cool.
web operation of
I thought that was pretty
fighting and
cool.
stuff. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking she's doing the same thing here because you can see the satellites and all
Mm-hmm.
the computer
That's
stuff
cool.
at there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm.
I for some reason I think it's going to be tied into. I want to think it's tied into the new Doctor Strange movie, the
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness. That's what I want to think
Yeah.
because, but then at the same time I'm not sure because they said that the rings are something older than vibranium, something older than
Yeah.
uh, any of the other materials they got, and it was like a beacon. Once he got attained them, it's
Mm-hmm.
sent off like a beacon to some other place,
Yeah.
which could possibly be because we didn't get this in the last phases. But do you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where shucks, what are those people that they went to in the beginning? They went on this other planet and they were fighting this big squid looking monster,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Rocket stole a bunch of those whatever they
Yeah.
were, and
Yeah.
there was an
Those
end credit scene
energy things.
there to where it was yeah, if you remember what I'm talking about. I don't know, but oh, there you go, you looking up
Yeah.
little speculation trailers,
Mm-hmm.
spoilers or something. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking because we didn't get anything from that particular end scene from Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
2.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really interesting, and I know that they're really good about. Marvel's really, really good about, sort of secrecy and,
Mm-hmm.
keeping it all secret. So who knows? Who really knows what that's for or what's going to happen there, and where
Mm-hmm.
that ties into. I'm really interested to see if what do you call that? The fight, the group of people that they're fighting are going to be in the Wakanda Forever thing, because Black Panther had armies fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their army also came in to fight in, which one was that? Infinity War. So I wonder if that army is going to be that army that Shang-Chi's sister, I think her name is Shi, I can't remember, is going to link up and fight with another army.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
don't
It's
know.
interesting. So yeah, it'll be good. It's a good movie.
Cool.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I say good on them. Good on Marvel. Good
Mm-hmm.
job. Let's see what's next. Okay, so I guess we could touch on this because this happened. While we had this happened. I don't know, between the last episode we did and this episode.
Right.
Travis Scott. had his Astroworld, concert thing go down in Houston. Um, a lot of fanfare about this event. It was supposed to be huge. And actually, obviously, there was, thousands of people there watching it. But then, the unfortunate part with this Astroworld Festival is that, I think to date, 9 people had passed away. But
and
as a
many,
part of the
many more
lineup,
injured.
and many more, and many more, as a part of the lineup, you had, obviously Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, Earth, Wind and Fire, SZA, Lil Baby, Master P was supposed to make some kind of, um, whatever entrance, uh, Metro, Chief Keef, Young Thug, 21 Savage, all is a part of this whole thing. Um, Roddy Rich, Sheck West, etc. So, yeah, man. So, unfortunately, there were people who were crushed at the festival,
Mm.
up against the railings, and there are people trying to stop it, people trying to talk to the cameramen, or whatever. And apparently, I don't know. Apparently, as a part of the festival, somebody earlier in the performance, Travis Scott or somebody was like, "Hey, turn on the lights," because I guess he's trying to check on somebody to see if they were okay. But then I guess somebody had told him that whatever that individual was that he was looking at had been just fine and to keep performing, so he just kept performing. But people are coming after Travis Scott for this and saying that it's all his fault. So
No.
I don't know, man. What is your take? Because I have my personal thoughts and feelings about it. Especially concerts in general. So what's your thought?
I don't think it's his fault. I just think it's dumb, anxious, stupid people's fault. I mean, if anybody's kind of to blame, if you want to place blame, I would say it's on the Live Nation. Live Nation being the organization that I guess puts this together.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have did a better job as far as like structuring, how the barricades and security and how to limit people in and kind of
Mm-hmm.
make people go this way. I think if anybody is to blame, is there, it could be somewhat placed on them. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Travis Scott's the one to blame. I
Yeah.
just think it's the complete organizers because he's the talent. He goes
Yeah.
up there and sees what's going on and from on stage, and I don't think he could see. You can't really see all
Nope.
this stuff happening while you're on stage. Lights are shining in your face,
Yeah.
so he can't really make a call and say stop doing this, stop doing this. And from what I
100%
read, he didn't even know about any of this until
after the
after his set.
performance.
Yeah, after his
Mm-hmm.
performance. So you just got a bunch of anxious people, anxious teenagers, or even adults trying to rush to get somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
All right. Here's a good example of this setup.
mm-hmm.
So if people out there had not been to a concert before, basically, you have tons of
Yeah.
people packed in, right? Packed into
Oh,
one space,
sardines.
right? It's a big open space. First of all, with COVID out there, obviously you could tell the people from this image did not care. But 100,000 tickets to the whole festival, to the whole event. Multiple performances, but basically you're going into a big field
Mm-hmm.
that does have some kind of barrier that holds it in, but also keeps it away from the stage. So in the front, just as you see these people in the front of this image here,
Mm-hmm.
on the right, they're like, pushed up against this railing. It's a metal railing and it's reinforced on the other side. So basically it can't be pushed over,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have that, you have hundreds of people, thousands of people, whatever it is, pushing up behind you or squeezing you together. It's insane. It's
Yeah.
insanely busy. There's tons of people everywhere. And the only time you really ain't up against somebody is if you're in the back. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
But most people don't want to be in the back or way off on the outskirts on the sides. Most people want to be in the front, in the middle. And the unfortunate part is, this happened, when the people were injured or, and killed, whatever. It happened at night. So like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it's dark. A, it's dark. B, you're on stage, and if you've never performed on stage in any other capacity, I perform on stage in a lot of different capacities, and you see the lights, you do see the people like in the front few rows, but after that, it disappears. It's
Mm-hmm.
just black. You don't see nothing after that. So the unfortunate part is, that's all you see. And if it's a musical performance, you hear the music, you have earbuds in your ear playing the song, and you're singing it or performing it, dancing, whatever. You're not, and you're focused on the stage, even if you're, but in this case, he's a rapper, he's a singer, so he's looking out into the audience, talking to the audience. There's a portion of the audience beyond which, like I said before, he can't really see because of the lights, because of the darkness, because of the pyrotechnics that are happening, and just chaos. And at every concert, there's always some crazy stuff like this that happens. Either people get injured, people have like heat strokes, whatever it
Oh
is.
yeah.
So in actuality, I do not put the blame on him, like you said. I put it more on the concert. What do you call it? The people who
Organize it. Put it
organize it,
together.
put it
Yeah.
on. Travis Scott has already come out with an apology. Obviously, he seemed pretty upset in his apology that he made.
Yeah.
And oh, look right here, this
Yeah.
right here. You
And
see this?
yeah, I saw
It's
that.
just like Black Friday, man. When people get ran over for Black Friday, when
Yeah.
as soon as they open them gates,
Yeah. And the
people
thing
don't
is, I
care.
read that this particular Astroworld event, however many years it's been going on,
Hmm.
has always had some issues. Not to this capacity, but there's always been some issues with
Hmm.
like crowd control and stuff like that. So why they don't fix it, or haven't made plans to like upgrade or update whatever type of issues they need to have, corrected. I don't
Yeah.
know. They should, because right now, who knows if it's gonna be back next year. I'm sure if it is coming back next year, they're gonna have to do a whole lot of quality control.
Yeah, they
you
will.
know.
They will, and they really just need to sort out how they're going to do that. I mean, this is the way that they could do it. Is this? Hey, have like what do you call it, like gate barrier breaks, between the audience. Now, all that being said, we know that stupid people will jump the gate
Oh yeah,
regardless.
they'll move the
Whatever level
gate.
you're on,
They will
they'll move
move
the
the gate.
gate. But if you have them set up, where you have it where there's a gate here, or that not a gate, but one of those barricades like I talked about. There's a
Hmm.
barricade, and say, hey, you get tickets for this barricade, you get tickets for that barricade, and then space it back.
So kind of like
Um,
pockets of
yeah,
people.
and only allow X amount of people. Because I'll tell you what, the most organized concert I've ever been to was actually the one I took my wife to. We went to see Maroon 5 here in Salt Lake, and yeah, look at this. This is insane, man. People jumping the gate, and
Yeah.
really, um, at that concert, everybody was if you had a ticket, you were either in the audience, in the
Hmm.
stands, and it's like in a basketball arena, so everybody had a seat, what I'm trying to say,
Right.
and a place to sit, and the people who were down on the floor, like right in front of the stage, they were they had it sort of sectioned off. The main breakaway from the stage, the main like gate like thing, was
Hmm.
probably like, I don't know. This is before COVID, so it was probably like 6 or 8 feet off the stage, right? So it was farther from the stage, and then the sheer amount of people that they actually allowed on the floor
Hmm.
wasn't a lot. I mean, there was probably like if you imagine a basketball arena, like where the Mavericks play or wherever, closest city to you, just where the court. Um, uh, there was maybe like, you know 300, 400 people down there. It wasn't a lot of people. If you think of that in the grand scheme of things, there's more people like intermingling, mixing, like you could walk around type of stuff instead
Right.
of being squished. And there were also sections where they're like down there on the floor where it was like sectioned off, where some people were behind another barricade, or you could only go in a certain spot.
Hmm.
So they're gonna have to really, like change, change the way that they set up those performances if it's going to come back. And
Yeah.
when it does come back, there's going to be people who will not be happy about it. People be protesting it, I guess. But
Not at all.
it's
Yeah,
not the man's fault.
no, but unfortunately, somebody gonna have to take the. Well, I ain't gonna say take the blame, but somebody's getting blamed for
Yeah.
since he's the bigger name and he puts on the festival. He
Oh
has to
yeah.
take the kind of has to carry that on his shoulders if you want to say it like that. But
Yeah.
kind of it just sucks, man, because you got kids. Like there's a 9-year-old boy from here that got trampled. I think he's in ICU or maybe he died.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but it's unfortunate that that had to
Yeah.
happen.
Exactly. That's the sad part, though. Like, I don't know why you bring your little 9-year-old kid out there. First of all, that's the problem. The second part is
True.
just like we saw in that previous image where the people are jumping over the gates or people running through and falling down. I mean, if you think about all the Black Fridays at Walmart and Target that you've seen
Yeah.
and Best Buy, like people, like the first few people, if they trip, it's over. So that's unfortunately probably what happened to this kid. Or, he fell down in the mix. It's in the dark, and there's a certain amount of light that you can see, but it's in the dark. So, it's a very sad scenario for anybody who was injured there. But this is also one of, and Travis Scott, he is also, he's also taken the onus upon himself initially to say, hey, I'll pay for the funeral expenses. I'll help out anybody who was killed in that, and some of the injured family as well. So he's already coming. He said that immediately, right? And but he didn't know about it, right? He didn't know about it, like you said, until it was over. But this is the thing: when you buy a ticket to one of those things, like when you buy it, it says, we're not held responsible for something that happened, to you, right?
Yeah.
Even though the person can take the responsibility. So you take that what do you call it? That risk on your own.
Mm-hmm.
But if they had the thing set up the right way, which I'm sure he does because he's a, you know, international experienced recording artist that has done several of these types of events,
Mm-hmm.
there is like festival insurance, there's concert insurance that
Right.
goes into it that pays for situations that occur like this. So just because there's stupid stuff that's happened so many times, people sue people for stupid stuff. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So wow, well, that's a very sad scenario, very sad scene that went down there in my H town. Um, you know,
Yeah.
it's just sad, man. But you know, it's it's okay. At this point, they just have to figure it out. So,
Right.
all right. Well, we got voicemails. You want to get the voicemails? You got anything else?
I have nothing else, man. Go for it.
Dang. Memphis Diva has been leaving us a bunch
Awesome.
of Live Chronicles
Oh
and
boy.
Memphis shenanigans. So go ahead and tell the people how they can leave us a message, and we'll get into them.
All right, people 3853 BLAKPC or 385-325-2572. So you can give us a little ring a lang lang. Let us know what's going on, man.
Jangling. All right. Yes, indeed. Here we go. First one up. 3, 2, 1.
Hashtag Blackout Podcast. It's me. I got so much to tell y'all. First of all, this is me, Kate. First of all, let's talk about what's going on in Seattle. Is it Seattle? Or is it Sacramento, California? Maybe Sacramento, California, where there's this infinity that's doing snatch and grabs. Like, they look in your car. Apparently, they know who. It's like they know these are people that have stuff in their cars, like packages. And so they bust your window out. One guy's in the car driving, and they bust your window out, and they get all your stuff. I mean, it's the videos, several videos of this same car in Sacramento. These young folks, they going wild, y'all. The young folks is going wild. They going wild, people. They going wild. Like these fools just cut in front of me. Your mama. But anyway, okay, so what else I gotta tell y'all? Y'all, have y'all seen The Harder They Fall or whatever? It's the old Clint Eastwood Western. Y'all, it is so good. It's an all-black cast. I probably told y'all about
I have not seen that movie, but I want to see it. I saw it on.
Yeah,
I saw it popped
it's
up on
really
Netflix.
good. It's
Yeah,
really
I
good. You should check it out. And it's
def check it
I
out.
didn't even realize, but it's like based on all real people. I don't
Oh
know. I
yeah.
don't think the story is real, but I didn't realize it until they like said Bass Reeves, the name Bass
Mm-hmm.
Reeves, and I was like, wait a minute, Bass Reeves, the black U.S. Marshal. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe I should go check up on these people, see if they're really real folks. And turned out a lot of them are real. So
Oh, that's cool.
it's
Wow.
pretty good. Yeah, you should check it out. It's real good. So,
Definitely have to check it out. Have to check it out, and yeah, watch out for going to Sacramento. Apparently, I gotta say, man, every time the first time we hear one of Kayla's voicemails, she's like, "Hey, y'all." I'm just like, "Oh, it's Kayla." It's just like your person that you hadn't seen in so long. You're just so happy that your homie back, or your friend or your cousin. You know what I'm trying to
yeah,
say?
yeah.
So happy to see him, hear him. So good deal, Kayla. Oh, here we go. Next up, looks like she sent us another one a few minutes later.
And it's me again. I was gonna go into the beauty supply store, but damn it, what are they giving away crack in here? But anyways,
To get with crack.
I got a line.
Who am I?
Just like the storybook,
Mm.
but I did not have a flute. I used my microphone instead. I can't read, but I'm not that dumb. I got a new home, different from my mansion. I like bars. My new home has bars. I probably never get out because of my fetish.
Oh, I know.
Where am I?
Oh,
Oh,
let's
okay. Do I got no time? Okay, I'll call y'all back.
okay. Wow. Let me think. So let's see. Just like the storybooks, I don't have a flu. I use my microphone instead. I can't read, but I'm not that dumb. Got a new home, different from my mentions. I like bars. My new home has bars. Probably never get out because of my fetish. Who am I?
Is it R. Kelly?
I say R. Kelly. I say you're right. Unless it's
Maybe.
somebody else. But he seems to have that fetish that's put him behind bars.
Mm-hmm.
The unfortunate fetish of black
And
women
I
and
don't
children.
think he could read either. Can he? He
I
can't.
think that's right.
He can't read.
Isn't that
R.
sad?
Kelly. Oh, that's
Such
pretty
a
sad.
talented artist, such a wordsmith, right?
Yes.
But can't read a lick.
Can't read and just loads of issues.
Wow.
Sad. It's real sad, man. Do you still listen to R. Kelly music? Can you cancel the
Man,
music versus the man behind the music?
I don't think you can. Because you can't cancel the way that music made you feel back when you heard it the
Mm-hmm.
first time. Before you knew about all the drama, before
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle came out and said R. Kelly is really telling us who he really is. It's crazy because Dave Chappelle, he told us that. He was like, R. Kelly is telling you exactly who he is. Back at the Chappelle show
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, whenever that was. You know?
Yeah.
He was telling us R. Kelly is he's telling you exactly who he is.
Yeah. And now you can listen to his lyrics with a close ear because he may be saying something that you don't personally agree with.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, but back in the day though, you sit there and you hear my mind's telling me no,
Mm-hmm.
but my body. But then when you think about that, you're like, I'm sure your mind is telling you no, don't hook up with this, 16-year-old Aaliyah or whatever it was when you're like 25,
Yeah.
whatever it was,
Yeah.
But his body was telling him yes. That's the problem. That's the problem. Sometimes, guys, like they say, like I think who was that? Wyclef or Pras said, back on that Carnival album, whatever it was called, Wyclef made. think with your head, not with your pistol.
Mm.
Pistol meaning penis. Think with
Mhm.
that. You know,
Mhm.
when you go to the gym and you see all those girls in the tight pants, just know that it's probably fake. Everything you're seeing is an illusion.
But
It's
what
an
if it
illusion.
isn't? As my kids say, what if it isn't?
What if it isn't? It probably. I would say this: just assume that it is until you find out otherwise. How's that sound?
Mm.
Yeah. R. Kelly, good call. Good call. We'll see. We'll see, Kayla. We'll see if she tells us at some point.
Okay, y'all, this is Memphis Diesel. Happy Friday. Okay, so Christine got something funny. So Wednesday, it was time for me to pay my car note. And I usually go online and pay it. But when I went online, it said my account number could not be found. My social security number could not be found. My name could not be found.
Okay.
So I was like, "There's something wrong with y'all computer system." So I tried it again. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I just couldn't sleep. I was like, did somebody hack into my stuff? Change the password? I've been paying this car, instead of paying every month, I've been paying like every 2 weeks. Here. But anyways, y'all, I couldn't get it. I was like, oh my God, something's wrong. Somebody, oh my God. So anyway, I called them today. And I finally got a person on the phone after an hour. They had high call volume. So I was like, y'all, the computer system is down. Something's wrong. That lady said, Miss Stevenson, calm down. I'm going to put you on hold. And I'm going to come back. She comes back. She said, Miss Stevenson, your account is zero. You paid your calls.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Oh my God, y'all. Yes. I am car note free.
Congratulations.
That's a great feeling. That is a
Amazing.
great feeling.
Now I'm going to take that money and put it into my t-shirt line.
There you
And
go.
put some in the savings. I'm so
Reinvest it.
happy. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Isn't that great when you accomplish something? What's something
Yes.
that makes you want to scream and say, woo-hoo? Okay, then. I guess I'll talk to y'all later. I'll call y'all back. I'm finna go home and I'm finna go to the liquor store. Go get me some chicken. Yeah,
Liquor store for some chicken.
Celebrate the red wine. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Nice.
Liquor store and chicken celebration.
Yeah.
Hey man, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. I just literally paid a payment on my vehicle right when you said that because you reminded me. But yeah, something that I count. What was the question? Something that you felt good about
Yeah,
paying
something
off?
something that make you want to scream.
Something
Something
that
makes you excited and happy
that I
you've
accomplished that
accomplished or
make
something like that. Yeah.
finishing college, graduating college. That was great.
Yeah.
Watching my mom graduate college, like right after the week after I graduated college.
Oh,
That was
okay. Yeah.
amazing. Um, what else? Of course, getting married, watching my kids be born. Those are all amazing things. Maybe on the screen. I didn't cry when my kids are born. I don't know if that's if I'm considered a bad person, but
I didn't cry either, man.
you didn't cry. I always see
No.
these stories and me crying when the kids are born, and I'm just like, okay, it's happy
Had daddy
moment.
issues.
It was a beautiful moment, but
I don't know.
yeah, man, paying off a car payment that's amazing. I did that once, twice. Yeah, paid off 2 cars, and yeah, it's a great feeling. And guess what? I'm back at another one. So
yeah, right. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, all those that you said. I didn't get to see my mom graduate, but I did get to see my brother and sister graduate, and that was really special because I'm the oldest one. So seeing them do that too, kids being born, is amazing. And honestly, like winning this barbecue thing last weekend for the burgers with my brother, I think that was amazing because that was my third. That was my third competition overall. So no, fourth competition overall. So doing anything. So and I've seen the process get better and better as far as the chicken and ribs. This is the first time I've tried a burger contest. But I think like grinding through those other competitions, all the practices and stuff like that, and getting the number one call was amazing. So that made me yell and scream and be happy and make me really want to do it again. It sort of gets you hooked, because there's money, there's trophies, there's all kinds of fun stuff. So
Cool.
yeah, man, I think those things, make me want to scream, make me want to scream. All right, good, Kayla, congratulations, and then paying off college debts, boy, I tell you, paying off college debts.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
That's good. So here we go. Next up, 3, 2, 1.
Y'all, happy Saturday. This is Kayla. Y'all, let me tell you about my incident at the gas station. I didn't deal with a Karen, I dealt with a Baron, which is the male version of a Karen. Get to the gas station, turn into a spot to get some gas. Sometimes we're rushing. I don't know about you, but sometimes I forget my gas handle thing is on the left. So I pull in to where it appears that it's on the right. So I say, damn, jump in, go pay for my gas, in line, but it's a gas station I frequent around the corner from my job.
Oh, is that it? Oh no.
In St. Jude. So, they know me. So I go in, I say, hey, I'm wrong, let me turn my car around, let me fix my gas. So as I'm in line, a bearer walks in. I can't get any goddamn gas. These people stop coming up to the pump to park and let people, regular American people like me, get gas. So, we all turn, it's a mixture of people in the store. I don't pay him no attention. Come out, he getting gas, I'm walking to my car. He looked at me, he started, see, that's what's wrong with America. And I say, don't you say a goddamn thing to me. Shut the hell up. That's what you do. You don't know what's going on. So I get in the car, I turn around to get my gas, and he started talking. He just talking. Oh, that's what's wrong with y'all, that y'all want to do stuff. I said, you just mad. I said, you just woke up mad today. Shut the hell up. You don't know me. Stop talking to me. So then he gestures to me to put my lips on his yeah. You don't think just like fuck my. And so I said, it's about this big. I suggest you shut the hell up talking to me. I said, because don't nobody want to fuck your little thing. Ew, yuck. I said, your wife or girlfriend probably don't want to do it either. They forced to because you probably get money. They say, what you say? I said, you heard what the hell I said. I said, check this out. Don't know you, don't want to know you, but you better leave me the hell alone. And I've asked you nicely to shut the hell up talking to me. So, he talking smack. So by this time, it's a frequent gas station where the police is right across the street, the police station. So, people are looking and say, who are you talking to? I say, he talking to me. So, and then somebody else say, hey, man, so while he going off on everybody else and everybody jumping into it, I just politely get in my car and I go to work. And I dealt with the Baron. The old me wouldn't say nothing, but I'm tired. People feel like...
Oh, she got cut off. Well, it sounds like... Wow. Oh yeah, here we go. She has a follow-up right after that.
Oh, y'all, it's me. I don't know where it closed, it stopped, but as I was stating, people, they always want to say, that's what's wrong with America. They always want to get upset and say what's wrong with America, or they feel like they could come to you and talk to you just any kind of way. It's all how you talk to somebody. It's all how you, when you step to somebody, it has a lot to do with that. And I'm to the point, I'm not going to do nothing. But I'm going to protect myself if I have to. But I'm not going to would be quiet. Be like, oh Lord, let me get on, because I don't want to start no mess. But I'm tired. I'm not a mean person. I'm silly as hell. I love to have fun, but disrespect goes a long way. Maybe people are waking up angry and mean and hateful. Just like the lady in Walmart where I was sitting my stuff on the counter and she was in front of me and she turned to me and she was a Karenita. And Karenita turned toward me and said, I don't like strangers getting too close to me. And then I didn't hear her because I was busy putting my stuff on the counter. And she said it again and she looked at me and I said, excuse me? She said, you standing too close to me. I said, you got a mask on, I got a mask on. Shut the hell up. Then, okay then, bye.
Wow. So she dealt with the Baron or instead of a Karen or a Kyle, as some people would call him. Somebody trying to like, this is my America. Get your people out of here.
These past couple of years has like brought out some internal issues in people.
Oh yeah, it tells you they're showing their true colors.
Yeah.
It's
wild stuff.
It is wild, man. It's wild. Well, thankfully she was able to get out that situation. It's funny. It's like nobody want to suck your little thing. Your wife and girlfriend probably don't either because you're probably paying them money. Oh, that's funny. Kayla with the comebacks. Yeah, well, be safe out there. Thankfully, she was at a gas station that was nearby a police station, but we know that doesn't always matter, unfortunately. But yeah, some people just need to shut up, like straight up, stop. Before you start, just think and then stop. But the sad part is they don't think. So, all right, here we go. Next up. Oh, a lot of people don't what?
A lot of people don't think, which is a bad thing.
Yes, indeed. Think. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm not leaving my Twitter handle or Instagram handle. You know who this is. It's me, Taylor. Look, y'all, what's up? Have y'all set y'all time? Okay. Anyways, what's up with these famous people, children, taking their mama name, daddy name, and just ruining their business practices in the mud? First you had Sweetie Pie's son. He didn't hire to kill his nephew to get the insurance money. I'm not laughing, but I'm like, damn. And now Gladys and the Pip's son finna go to prison because they say he done ran Gladys Chicken and Waffles name in the mud, and he didn't want to submit payroll taxes, and he owe $1 million. And I'm just like, you put faith in your children, and they just money hungry. I was just wondering. I'm up. It's 9:27 p.m. here in Memphis. I'm up cooking stuffed chicken breast with cream cheese, spinach, mushrooms, and I'm stuffing it in the chicken breast. It's a low carb meal. My diabetes been kind of tripping. I know. I got an air fryer and all that good stuff, and I'm on fried foods right now. Damn, I ain't gonna never get to church chicken. Okay then. Bye.
Well, yeah, thank you for that message. And yeah, Gladys Knight's son has run the Chicken and Waffles restaurant to the ground. Looks like that place permanently closed.
Is that Sweetie Pie's?
No, Gladys Knight's. No, it was called. Let's see here.
Which one was that?
Sweetie Pie's was from. That was like a whole different place. That was Sweetie Pie's was a restaurant where the son like killed the mom for the insurance money. Gotcha. Yeah, her chicken and waffle restaurant is permanently closed now. So
that's messed up.
Yeah, unfortunately, because the son messed up the name. Them waffles don't look like Eggos. Like I'm gonna just say, I'm sorry, dog.
I'm gonna tell you, man. There's a place over here called.
They look like Eggos.
Never mind. I ain't gonna even try to think about it. But there's a place very similar to this chicken and waffles place in South Lake. That's the waffles look just like that, but boy,
They good.
ooh, they hit, man. They be hitting.
Sounds like that. I need to try that out next time I'm there. Man, this is the sad part, man. Every time I go back home, there's like 50 places I want to eat, and I'm like, I can't eat at that many places in that short amount of time. I'd have to go for like a month. I don't know, maybe 2.
Lolo's. That's what it's called.
Lolo's.
Lolo's chicken
Okay,
and
yeah.
waffles, man.
I heard of it.
Lolo's is dope. 4.3 out of 5 stars out of 4,200 Google reviews. It's weird, man, because it's in South Lake, and anybody who knows South Lake, it's like very
It's like very white.
yeah, there you go. That's I was
Very
trying
white.
to think of a PC term.
Just say it. Just say what it is.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the right term for it. But,
yeah,
the
white.
Yeah,
term.
but it's real good, and the thing is, I think it's a smart move because you got a lot of white folks that are probably curious to know what soul food is, and it's a soul food restaurant. So
Lolo's
chicken and waffles.
Let's see if I could get the right one.
Now, the thing about it is, here's the messed up thing, and it might be feeding into some kind of crazy stereotype, but the name of the hood classics, it's called Lolo Hood Classics. You got the Baby Ray, which is a 2-piece chicken, a KK, a Lolo. You got a Double D, you got a Sheeta Special, you got a Nay, a Toy, Betty's Boob, a Lil Amadi, and a Tray. So that's the only thing I don't like about the whole this particular thing is the name. The names of some of these dishes. Yeah. But I have to say it's pretty good. It's really, really good.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's the founder? It better not be a white dude.
It will be funny.
Oh, it's some black people. All right.
Yeah. His name
is Lolo White though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he making money. So I applaud him.
Yeah. That's crazy. Own your own Lolos. Uh-oh. Come on, Utah. I need to go open me a Lolo's. I get a Tray and a Betty Boob. Wow.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's okay. We already know as black people, we got most of the time we got some crazy name for nicknames for family members. Like Uncle Brother, you know what I'm trying to say? Uncle Son was our uncle.
We got an Uncle Money.
Uncle Money.
Or had an Uncle Money. We got a Pookie and a Poochie.
Yeah. We got all those, So it happens. And even on my dad's side, we had an Uncle Bruh. Wasn't Uncle Brother, it was Uncle Bruh. We had some names over there too. So yeah, man, I don't know. It is what it is. You bring in, the realness, you bring in your family tradition. I get it. Sometimes though it could be much, I guess. So I don't know, but hey, I say applaud. I applaud that brother.
Yeah, you're doing something good. You're making his money, putting his passion to work.
Yes, indeed. All right, next up, 3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all, it's me, Kayla. I got Real Chronicle Stories. I got Who Am I? So I'm gonna do a Who Am I? I'm an actor. My teeth look kind of weird. I say King Kong. I'm better than King Kong. You better sit down.
Okay, I know.
I can be a musician. I can be a dirty cop. I can be a cheater. Who am I?
Are you Denzel Washington?
Yep.
And let y'all figure it out. 9, 8, 7,
She counting
6,
down.
5.
It's Denzel,
4,
definitely.
3, 2, 1. Washington.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call y'all back to y'all my 2 Bliss Chronicles in a minute.
I was trying to think
I got
about
enough
the
time.
I mean, when she said King Kong, you know, she said something about I say King Kong. I was like, well, there's only one, you know, movie reference that I could think of that is not King Kong itself. That somebody talk about that, and it was Denzel saying King Kong ain't got nothing on me or whatever. But yeah, the teeth thing, I don't know. Or maybe when he smiles, you like see his teeth. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so.
Here we go.
All right.
Next up, 3, 2, 1.
All right, y'all. It's me, Memphis Diva, Kayla, your Memphis correspondent. And yesterday I did Uber. I had a recovering alcoholic in the car with me. And she was pretty. She was a pretty lady. I was picking up from her I guess, rehab psychology meeting group. And I asked her what was the final point that made her get help. And she said it got to the point she was drinking rubbing alcohol mixed with orange juice.
What?
Wow.
And it was messing up her skin. It was messing up her inside. And I said, what did you just say? She said, yeah, I would drink rubbing alcohol and orange juice mixed because I couldn't get any liquor when I needed it. And y'all, you never know what somebody's going through. We're really blessed.
Insane.
I asked her how did she become an alcoholic? She said it just was you know, I don't know, but I remember her saying it was easy, and she met a good man, and he encouraged her to go, and she's been sober for a year, and that just blew my mind. I'll call y'all back with another one.
Ooh. Wow. Last voicemail coming up, but rubbing alcohol and orange juice, that is not a combination ever.
No.
In any way. All right, last
So,
up.
it's me, Taylor, my last Uber Chronicle. So tonight I had a guy who's a member of the Vice Board, and the conversation was just interesting, and he told me that I ain't in a game, ma'am. We're an organization. And so I asked him different words about slang, you know, that I've been hearing. And I said, what's an op? And he was like, you know, somebody that you got an issue with. You know, and I was like, and then I was like, what's a mark? He was like, a bitch-ass ninja. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was just fascinating. It was really, really fascinating just to listen to him. His mother was from Chicago, and she was into, you know, stuff like that also. You know, she grew up in it, and it was fascinating. I guess I'll talk to y'all later.
Wow. That's crazy. The Vice Lords. All right. Wow. That's crazy. Well, thank you for all the voicemails, Kayla. Appreciate that. Stay safe out there in them streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, continue to bring those stories because they're quite interesting. Random, you know, the people that you meet in those.
Sure.
Kayla definitely needs a show. She needs a Live Chronicle show. That would be quite amazing, I think. Like Cash Cab, but instead of giving away cash, just, you know, listening and giving away advice. Anyway, all right, well, I believe that's going to be the end of the show today. We ain't going to tap that love box because we got stuff to do and places to be.
For sure.
So, Jay, tell
What is
people
it?
they can find us.
All right, people. 38. Well, I already did that. All right, people. Twitter, Instagram, # Blackout Pod. Find us on all your, pretty much all your podcast streaming places, wherever you want. Just do a Google search. You'll find us somewhere. Email us topics, # blackoutpod@gmail.com. Definitely hit up that voicemail 3853-BLAKPC or 3853-252572. Hit up hooksrub.com. I don't know if you'll be able to order now and get it in time for Thanksgiving, but
Oh,
you
can
could try.
get it. You can get
You
it.
can
It's
try.
perfect time for Thanksgiving
Okay, cool. Well, do that. Do that for Christmas. Put it
and
in
for
a gift
Christmas.
basket. Put it in
Mhm.
as a stocking stuffer. All that stuff. Maybe you could win a barbecue competition with it. Some
Yes.
burgers or
Championship rubs. That's what they call
yeah.
them, by the way.
There you go. That
Championship
right
rubs.
there, championship rub edition. So do that.
Hmm.
Uh, make your family happy with a full stomach on some hooks.
Yes, indeed.
And there you have it. Episode 201. Fin.
Feeding. I love it. All right, y'all. On that note, blacking out. Peace.
Peace and blessings.